Hello and welcome to Revbooks. Revbooks is a simple accounting software for your business, letting you create sales invoices, purchase orders, track inventory in real time, manage customers, vendors, and report on GST for tax filing purposes. We help you stay on top of your cash flow and finances. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can quickly get started and start using Revbooks. So before you can create invoices or purchases, the first thing you want to do is put in your inventory. Load all your items in here. And there are two ways you can do that. You can either upload an inventory via CSV or an Excel file, or you can add your inventory items manually. So let's start by adding an item manually, and then I'll show you how to upload using the CSV file. So to add an item manually, all you need to do is fill in your basic item details. For instance, let's suppose I'm selling a computer monitor. So let's say Samsung 22-inch flat HD monitor. And item SKU, your internal ID which you use to track the items. So let's say I'm just creating a dummy item ID monitor 1. Type, this is a good, so let it be goods. If you're adding services, you probably want to select services. So in this case, it will be goods. Category. So you can use category to internally categorize your items. In this case, I just want to create a category computers. Now let's find an HSN for this item. Click find. Put in a keyword to search for HSN. Now we've got two different options here. So here it says monitors not exceeding 17 inches. And probably this is the second one is the one we probably want to go for, which applies for this one. So I'll click that. It would auto-populate my HSN, and it would also pre-fill my GST based on that HSN. If you use a barcode scanner to scan your items, you would want to enter your barcode item number here. If not, you can leave it blank. Now let's put in a purchase price, sale price, and a cost price. And if you're looking to track your inventory in real time, let's go ahead and put the total number of items you've got in stock, let's say 100. And a storage location. This is basically just for you to internally track where are you keeping your items. So for instance, if you have a warehouse and you have shelves and rows marked in there, you can put in the details here. So for this demo purpose, I'm just gonna put in a dummy storage locations. Reorder level is basically a quantity number below which if your orders go, or below which if your stock goes, you will get an alert. So if my Samsung flat monitor goes below 20 quantity in my stock, I would get an alert. And reorder quantity is basically if it goes below 20 and you want to place an order, this is the default quantity you would create a purchase order for. And then you could change this number obviously right now or while placing a purchase order. So let's go ahead and get this added. Now this has created the inventory right there. Now let's try the other way to do it. Let's try and upload an Excel file. We've got a sample inventory file. You can download that. And once you download it, let's pull it up. So that would basically open up in an Excel file, and it has a sample item detail, and you could remove that and add all your items in there. Fill it up with all the items you have. And once you're done with that, go ahead and upload that inventory file in here. Click upload. Now this shows all the columns as they appear in a CSV file. So that means the first column in my CSV file is item SKU, the second column is name, and so on. And our code basically automatically pulls this based on column headers. And this, if you think are not correct, you can go ahead and change it. If you think your second column is not name and something else, you go ahead and do it. And if you have details in your Excel file which you don't want to import, just mark it as ignore. So in this case, I'm fine with the column mapping, so I'll go ahead and click Save. Now it shows all the rows from your CSV file. Unselect the rows which you're not looking to import. So in this case, this one is just a column header, and I don't really need to import that. So I'll uncheck that and click Import. There you go. It imported the rows which you selected. I've got 2 items in my inventory now. Now let's go ahead and create a customer. Put in a customer code. This is just an internal code you want to use to identify a customer. So in this case, I would put in C001. Let's add a company name, ABC Enterprises. A contact person. GST number. I don't have the GST number, so for demo purposes, I'm just going to put in a dummy number. Put in a phone number. Email address, billing details, and delivery details if only they're different from the billing details. Let's go ahead and save it. Now that added the customer in here. Now since we have got the customer in here, let's go ahead and create our first invoice. You can either search for your customers using this field here, or you can manually add in a new customer in the build to and deliver to fields. So let's go ahead and select our customer here, ABC Enterprises. And that auto-populates all the details in here. Now let's go ahead and pull our first item. I'm looking to sell the Samsung TV, and let's suppose I want to sell 3 quantities of that. You can put in a discount if you're looking to give discounts. So let's say 5%. And that's it. All you do is click Save, and that creates your first invoice. You can click and look at the invoice details, or you can even go ahead and print that out if you like to. There you go. So that was a quick example of how you would create your first invoice. And now after you've created that, you can also see the details show up on your dashboard. You can see we've got your total sales, we've got your GST owed, and since we've not added any purchases, so your purchases shows up as 0. In a similar way, you can add purchase orders, and you can add multiple vendors into your database. And for GST reporting purposes, you would want to click on Reports. So this shows up your whole GST summary for the month. Your CGST owed, your SGST owed, your IGST owed, breakup details based on all your sales and purchases of that GST. You can also see summary by state. So if you have customers all across India, you'd be able to see the GST, the sales purchases across all the different states. So that's it. Making it very simple for you to manage your finances, your accounting, and create GST summary reports every month and be able to file that easily. If you have any questions, you need any help, just go ahead and click on this Need Help button at the bottom and fill in your details, and we'll get back to you. Thank you for your time. and hope you enjoy using Revbooks.